These are easy, doable tips, and when you put them in conjunction with one another, they are really effective. Come in. Come in. It's a jungle in here. Hi friends, it's Danielle. Welcome to my channel. We are talking about how to get kids to do, well, anything really. We as moms always have to keep the big picture in mind. What is the big picture? Well, it's that we are developing character in our children. That is what our mindset needs to be. Helpfulness is just one of those character traits that is part of unselfishness, that is part of kindness, that is part of obedience, the things that we are teaching them every single day that they are with us in our homes. Moms, you guys are character developers, and that is a long-term assignment. I had this conversation with one of my boys when they were telling me it's just not fun. Chores, working, it's just not fun. I said, do you think I love to cook? Do you think I love it? And he said, yeah, you love cooking. Cooking's fun. And so I had this opportunity to say, you know what? I do not love to cook. But you know what I do love? I love you. I love to feed you. I love to provide for you. And so every day that I cook, every day I'm in the kitchen, I am giving you a gift. And I've learned to love it because of that. The kids need to understand that we are a family. And as a family unit, we work together and we do things for each other. So let's get right to it. All right, number 1, small tasks. Small tasks. If you have a bin of toys and they all look alike and there's only about 10 or 15 of them and they go in a bin, that's what you start with. It's not overwhelming. They can see exactly what needs to be done. There's a context that's provided. It's doable. Number 2, always do the task with them before you require them to do it by themselves. We as moms, in our busyness, in our fast pace, we sometimes assume that our kids know how to do something. They've seen us do it countless times, and really, they do know how to do it. I mean, what are they saying? They know.
I made it!
There is something, though, that is just kind of overwhelming because they haven't had the same practice that we have. So if it's too big, or if they feel like they can't get it done in a small amount of time, it's almost like they would rather take the consequences of not doing it than trying at all. So when you get in there and you do it with them and you show them that working is fun and this is easy and it's a doable task, it suddenly becomes that way for them.
I cleaned up.
My 9-year-old, with his personality type, if I do things with him for a prolonged amount of time and really get that ingrained in him, he is so much more likely to do it on his own, to show initiative in the future because I've spent the time with him and because I've shown him my own attitude towards that task. If you are teaching one of your children to clean a bathroom, you are going to have to do it with them a lot to get it done right and also to allow them to feel like this is something that is doable for them. Number 3, daily practice. If you are starting something, make sure you're doing that every single day. Number 4, after they are doing a task by themselves, have them check back in. If I give my 9-year-old some of his clothes that are already folded and I say, put away your clothes, then bring me back this laundry basket and check in with me. A personal thing that I like them to ask after they've finished a task, and this is just what we do or what I endeavor to do because they are not perfect at it, is say, anything else, Mom? Or is there anything else I can help you with, Mom?
What else, Mom?
I really love this, and it's helping to develop a heart attitude towards helpfulness.
What else can I do for you, Mom?
5 is consistency. If you ask them to do something, you have to be there to make sure they do it. Moms, you guys have high tolerances for practically everything. I mean, really, we do. We have a high tolerance for noise, for mess, for smells, for space invasion, for our hair being pulled. We can tolerate a lot. But what we should have a really low tolerance in is our children not obeying. If we allow them to consistently disobey, we are not doing them any favors. Number 6, exemplify a positive attitude towards work. sometimes it's easy to get kind of in a complaining frame of mind. And even if you're not saying, why do I always have to do this? Why do you guys make such a mess? Why do I always have to pick up after you? Why do I always have to do the dishes? Fill in the blank. Even if you're not actively saying that, your attitude towards the things we have to do as moms gives them an exampleship to follow. So if I'm getting in there and I have a big mess to clean up, I put on music and I dance around the room. I want to show them that work is a way that we bond together as a family, and it is fun. Do you remember Mary Poppins? For every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. My kids think I'm really weird because I always say that to them. And it's not that I'm trying to get them to find the fun in work constantly, because I'm not. I want them to find the fun in giving. All right, and finally, correction. You cannot skimp on correction. Children need to be corrected, and they need to have consequences for when they do not do what they are told. When it comes to chores, the consequence of them not getting done what I asked them to do, for the older ones specifically, is additional chores. And it is a great consequence because then mama gets more stuff done. And even though I have to follow through, and even though we have to deal with the bad attitudes that come from it, and even maybe the meltdowns, it is an effective way. All right, please like and subscribe and comment in the comment section. I would love to hear what you do to get your kids to help out around the house. And that's all. I'll see you next time. Come in. Come in. It's a jungle in here. I need backup. I need reinforcements.